Michael Jones, CEO of $1 at a Time Production. He always hosts a yearly community health fair, which is held at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center. Previously, it was the Murphy School Gym, which is located at 2610 Milledgeville Road, Augusta, Georgia. Mike, I'm gonna let you tell the community about yourself and what you do in the community.
Okay.
And also introduce your associate.
Okay, great. I'm so blessed to be here. I'm so blessed to be here. It's an incredible journey, and like I said, my name is Michael Jones. I created the health fair many years ago because my mother, primarily, she's a breast cancer survivor also. And 20.
No, you good. You good. I was trying to get past it.
Okay. She's a 22-year breast cancer survivor, had 3 heart attacks, diabetes, arthritis. But she has good health insurance because my father was military.
Okay.
But unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the benefits my mother had. So I created the health fair to get other people opportunities to get early detection of cancer and other things. We've got so many things going on with this health fair. We do it in October to celebrate breast cancer, but it's lung cancer, prostate cancer, diabetes, heart disease. We've got classes going on, free classes. Oh God, we got so many things going on at this health fair. Let me tell you what we got going on.
That's why
I'm so excited.
We want the community to know.
We want everyone to come out. We got free food. Oh wow! I mean, it's incredible. We got a church coming out. This a pantry and it's giving free food. I gotta say, while supplies last,
right?
Come early. We've got free clothing. We've got so many clothes to give away. Clothes, shoes, hats, all kinds of things. Because October goes into November and December, and it gets colder. We've got resources. We got classes going on. We got 7 different classes, from first aid to life safety to CPR, all kind of free classes. We've got 70 vendors in this place.
That's awesome.
I mean,
that is awesome.
We've got so many things going on. We got 300 tote bags that we're giving away free with all kinds of stuff, from hand sanitizer, COVID kits, all kinds of stuff that's in these bags. I mean, so many things we're giving away. We've got sit and fit experts. We've got Zumba experts on stage. We've got all kinds of things. We've got food trucks outside, bouncy house outside for the kids. It's so many things going on at this health fair that we really are so excited about it. And this is the 5th time we've done it.
Now, and this is what I like about it, Mike. You know, you've been consistent with it. You know?
Yes,
and
yes.
that's what it takes when it comes to health and wellness. You know, we can't be moved by what we see because it's logistically, it can be a nightmare.
It's a lot of work.
You know,
It's a lot of work.
You know, putting these things together, but you have the grace. You know,
Yes.
and you have a group of people that God has set with you to help you
Yes.
to do what you do, and that's the blessing.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
Like Jackie said, just be grateful for that because God gives us vision, He gives us provision, so He'll give us the means.
Yes, and that's why I brought Whitney with me here. She's one of my board of directors. Wonderful. I've got some great people that are helping. She can tell you a little more about what she's doing with the vendors.
Talk to us.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Whitney of Sweet 16. And so just I want to hone in on something that Miss Jackie said. Early detection. Early detection is really important in our community. And so that's the reason for Mike's Health Fair also is to bring early detection for people. Not if you have anything going on or if you don't, this is something for you. So I'll be over the vendor committee. So that means when you come in, I'll be the one to be there to greet you, tell you where to set up, and I want to bring in that we will have, as Mike mentioned, 300 programs that will be available as a booklet. So this will tell you where these vendors are set up. That will tell you their spacing and where you can find them. And as he started off, we all love free. So like he said, free food while supplies last. But there are also free clothing, free classes. There will also be free haircuts.
Yes.
There will be free, and that will be
for
through
boys
GIC.
And girls.
And that will be through GIC.
Y'all touching it all.
Yes. And the classes, so you can expect to see sit and fit, aerobics, and Zumba. Again, you will get a tote bag, 300 upon entry. And as we mentioned, honing in October for breast cancer. There will be a breast cancer fashion show.
Yes.
And the exciting and the blessed thing about that is every single model you see
Yes.
will be a breast cancer survivor.
Awesome.
And my
Right?
mom will be a model.
So we want to give back. Mike wants to give back. Again, as was mentioned, this is the 5th year. So it's needed, right?
Yes,
I mean, it's
Community
needed.
needed.
Yes.
It's needed. And so, as he stated too, clothing. There is free clothing. I went to Mike's house and there is clothing. If there's nothing else, there is clothing. And he did mention we will have 70 or more vendors that are already in place. And bounce house for the kids. And I do want to mention there will be a waiver. So I do want everybody to come prepared because we do want to keep safety on the front end.
So what about the screenings? What type of medical or health screenings?
So the screenings that are planning to have, so we'll have high blood pressure, we'll have diabetes, we'll have a self breast exam, which if I'm not mistaken, will
Yes,
be
in one of the
guided.
classrooms.
Okay,
Yes.
so that'll be a guided and
Department of Public Health will be there doing
yeah,
that.
Awesome.
so they will be there to help with those different health screenings to try to just to have people in somewhat of a mindset of status of what they're doing.
Yes, and prostate also. We'll have the doctors there. They'll be talking about prostate cancer, explaining what goes through it, and how to get early detection of it. And one of the incredible things I'm so glad about is a lot of the vendors are going to be talking about health insurance,
That's good.
which is so needed now with what's going on. They're talking about ways to access it, because if you don't know there are programs out there for you, you won't access them,
That's it.
and you'll be just sitting around not being able to afford your medication. And it's between either rent, food, or medication. The medication is going to fall off. But if you don't know, there are resources and there are avenues to get it. And that's what we have. We have so many nurses and doctors and health insurance professionals there. They're going to be talking about ways to get it. And that's important,
Yes, that's
because that
important.
helps with early detection.
Yeah,
Very.
and that's important, and that's Coach and that's our mantle, what God has
Yes.
given us to bridge that gap from the healthcare professionals out there, the people who specialize in certain things, and to bring that to serve the community. So that's what we're here to do, is to bridge the gap, so
Yes.
we can show the community the resources. Like Coach say, sometime unfortunately people just don't receive it, and,
Yeah.
and like the words say, my people are destroyed of a lack of knowledge, because you reject the knowledge. But you can't worry about that. If you touch one,
Mm-hmm.
you don't look at numbers, you look at the impact
That's it.
Yeah.
of the ones that are there.
Mhm.
And that's what we have to get our mind off, because everybody's just not ready to receive. You
Yes.
can't get help unless you allow me to help you.
Yes.
So, and that's just, and you have to be okay with that. And it took me years to learn that. It
Mhm.
doesn't that you doesn't care, but if
Yeah.
you look at the walk of Jesus, he did what he needed to do. But those that didn't receive, he just kept, he sowed the seed.
Yes.
We sowed the seed, we watered. God does the increase, and so we have to. But when you're just a mercy gifted person like I am, I care so much. I love hard. I do. I love hard. I have a compassion for people. I don't like seeing people hurting
Mhm.
or without.
Yeah.
And so, and it took me a while to help manage that,
Yes.
because it can get
Mhm.
overwhelming.
Oh, yes.
And people at the CSRA, people, like we talked about this before, people out here doing this free.
Yes.
They don't have to, but they are, because there's an assignment on their lives to do this, to bring these resources in our community.
Yes. Yes.
Because a lot of this is not done anywhere else. So it's out here, it's free, it's available. Take the time to come out.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't come out before a minute and just go through the vendors, you just go and get the meat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't
Yeah.
eat the bone.
Right,
but
because
just,
right.
it's out there. And like you said, insurance are needed
Oh, yes.
today. It's so
Very
many.
much.
I was at my doctor's appointment, And this woman in front of us, you know, when she said, I don't have health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
She got sent by the health department. So, and just like her, it's many others
Yes.
that are like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's many other like that. And that's why I have a organization called Believe. After I was diagnosed, I wanted to give back to the community. So, cancer service, I give back to them because everything stays local.
Yes.
Piedmont for the mobile health because to help a woman, another woman get a free breast exam. And
Yes.
so it was important to me that my funds stayed local
Yes.
in the community. So that was very important. So if there's anything else you guys want to share, you know.
Well, one of the really important things is that because I go to a lot of health fairs and see how everyone's doing, and some of the health fairs can be so many people around, and you can't really talk to people. I mean, because it's so loud and there's so many people. We have classrooms, so you can come, you can meet with the health professionals, the insurance, and all kinds of things, and then you can go into a classroom setting, quiet. You can answer we have 30-minute classes throughout the day, from 10:30 in the morning all the way to 2 o'clock. Every 30 minutes, there are different classes in classroom settings. So you can sit in the class and you can ask the professionals point blank questions that you really wanted to know, but you couldn't ask in a main area with thousands of people walking around, and it's kind of hard to hear because the conversation, they get like 2 seconds to, hello, how you doing? Here's the business card, call me back. But you can go in the classroom, you can sit, and now you can talk. You can have your questions answered from that point. And that's very important. So that's why I set it up where you have the vendors up front and then you have classes. So you can go in, you can see what you need, you can look in the program booklet. We've got like a 20-page program booklet that shows what times the classes are, and who's teaching them. You can go, you can sign up for the class, you can hang around, get your free food, get your haircut, get your clothes, and then go and sit in the classroom with your questions and ask the professionals questions, point blank questions. That's important.
Now with the food, Mike, is it grocery?
Well, we have 5 food trucks outside.
Okay.
One of them is called Love Thy Neighbor. They're a food pantry, and they're going to be giving it free food.
Okay.
Like food that you get, Publix and Kroger and all that stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, groceries
and
and apples and oranges and stuff like that. But if you want the barbecue chicken, the fried chicken, all that stuff, it's there too.
Okay, so you got prepared meals.
Oh yeah,
also.
hot dogs, hamburgers, we got all that stuff.
Okay.
You want to get it, need it, or you want to take it home and cook it.
Hey, you know how to draw the multitude. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's good because we joke about it a little bit, but that may be the only meal some people get that day.
Yeah. And you
Really?
can take the groceries home
Yeah.
for the rest of the week and eat.
Yeah. That's right.
So
I love
that's
it.
important.
I love it.
That's good. So you hear community. Go ahead, Whitney.
No, I was just going to add that in lieu of just talking about healthcare, a lot of times we forget that there are other things tied into that. So one thing I came on board, this is my first year, I came on board and I loved about Mike's health fair event is that we're talking about healthcare, but as we just spoke about food being their only meal maybe for that day, sometimes there are other factors included in that. And so I love the fact that he does have the clothes, he is doing the haircuts, there is food available, because as we talk about healthcare, there are so many other needs in our community. So I was ecstatic that it covers more than just healthcare. We care so much about your health, about everyone being on board to be able to care themselves about their health, right? Because if you don't have the resources or you don't feel like you can, sometimes I'm not going to care about it because I feel like I can't. So I just wanted to say we do care about your health. We do want you to come out and get those answers that you may need. But at the same time, understand that there will be things that surround your health if we can help with, should be available to you.
And I like how you talk about the different varieties of health, because when you talk about wellness, there's a spectrum of wellness, because there's so many dimensions.
Yeah, self-esteem
wellness,
is wellness.
I mean, environmental wellness, social wellness,
Yes.
mental wellness, physical wellness. You
That's
can
all-
go on and
yeah.
on, and all of those things work together.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
our good to have that ultimate wellness. And we have to work on all those different areas.
Yes.
And I'm very passionate about, I retired from the healthcare field, so I'm very passionate about that, and people getting the things that they need. But I'm also very passionate about people getting the truth.
Yes.
Like I told my husband, I dive deep. I like
Yes.
that, because there's so much else
Mm-hmm.
that's going on. That's why it's so important for us to educate our people.
Yes.
It's very important that our people are educated when it comes to health care.
Definitely.
There is a very high mortality rate of African American women with childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to educate. I'm saying this with emphasis. We have to educate. And we have a whole lot going on, but the emphasis is education.
Yes.
We got to go to a break.
Education. But guys, we got to go to a break. This is a great conversation. We're conversating with Mike Jones and his associate, Whitney. They're going to be having a health fair on October the 3rd, 2025 at 10
October
a.m.
11th.
October the 7th?
11th.
11th. I'm sorry. The
Saturday.
11th on 2025, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Old Murphy Gym. Guys, we're going to continue this conversation right here on WAW Shop 94.7 The Gospel, the voice of the gospel truth. But we want you to stay locked down right here on Health Matters with Jackie
And Coach Patrick.
We'll be right back. To Help Matters. Guys, we've been having a conversation with Mike Jones, $1 at a time, and his associate Whitney. Guys, they are talking about their health fair, free community health fair at the Old Murphy Gym. It's going to be October the 11th, 2025 at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. guys, and this resource is free. Everything from groceries, food, and the resources, clothing,
haircuts,
guys, free haircuts, screening. They're going to have a fashion show with survivors. I like to call them thrivers and overcomers, so we want to just be, and I am one of those thrivers and overcomers.
Okay.
I speak the word of God, and I speak the word of life and truth into my life, not just a survivor. I want to be a thriver. I want to continue to thrive on and bless and pour into other women's lives.
Listen, y'all, we as this free community health fair is presented to this community, participate. As Jackie said, it's October 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be held at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center, which is the former Murphy Middle School gym. That's located at 2610 Milledgeville Road. I'm going to give you time to get your ink pen and your pencil. That address again is 2610 Milledgeville Road, 2610 Milledgeville Road in Augusta, Georgia. Okay, make sure you participate. Make sure you go out there and get all the information that you can, so that you can get all the help that you need as it pertains to your health and well-being. Self-care awareness, it promotes the importance of prioritizing your physical, your mental, your emotional well-being. So take advantage of it. Self-care is for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It's for preventing chronic disease. And Jackie and Whitney talk about it early on the first half of the show, that early detection is the best protection, especially when it comes to chronic diseases. So many times we put things off. We don't get our screenings. We don't do the things necessary so that we can get the help that we need. Okay, but you're going to be able to get some of these chronic disease screenings, high blood pressure, diabetes, at this health fair. Participate, people. Participate.
Yes, and that's the important thing. Like I was saying, the education part. If it is nothing but the information, especially with men, we want to talk about the men for a minute. It's hard to get men to go to the doctor. coach is very passionate about men's health, and so he started his first, he had his first inaugural Men of Wellness. I'm
Okay.
Women of Wellness. He's ministry of wellness to men. It's about purpose and health. And so thriving in their purpose as well as in being well, thriving in that purpose. And so we both collab with that. God has given us both a vision and a grace to reach our community, to reach the women, to reach the men. So we are two that know who we are, and we know our assignment and what we're supposed to do. And so that's why it's so very important. Men, don't wait to the last minute. Don't wait to when things are not moving right. Go ahead and get those yearly physicals.
Yes.
If you feel a clean, go on to the doctor. If it's something that you've been seeing a doctor about, make them dive deeper. Get your
Yes.
rainbow blood thing, your rainbow of blood
4 panel.
panel.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why you need? I'm not asking you why. Do a full panel. Do that, and
Yeah.
so you have to be an advocate for your health. You're gonna have to be a advocate for your health. Guys, we're living under grace today. We're living in grace today. By the grace of God, we living and we moving and we having all our being in Him. It is
Yes,
so
we are.
much in this world today. God is protecting us from.
I'm telling you.
We are under grace today.
Yes.
We are under grace. From the water we drink, from the food that goes in our mouth, we are under grace
And
today.
His grace is
Yes.
sufficient.
And His grace is sufficient. It is sufficient. And I was telling my husband, I said, unless God send manna, we got to eat.
You gotta
Pray
eat.
Yes.
over your food.
Yes.
Pray over your food. Pray
right.
over your drinks. Pray over everything. I'm telling you, we under grace, guys. Listen, we under grace.
Do all of that and make sure you get out to these community health fairs too.
Yes.
Yes.
Talk some more
Yes.
about
And
those
it's like
health
you,
fairs.
and it's like you were saying. I want to touch on that. You were saying how God keeps us, right, with everything that we put into our bodies,
Yes.
everything. But in some instances, I'm gonna go a little further and say He even protects us from ourselves, right?
Oh, yes.
He protects
Come on,
us from
Whitney.
ourselves because we're gonna go past these health screenings, right? And we're just gonna say, bringing in, and like we said, it covers a lot of bases when we talk about health care because it goes into a lot of things, but self-care. And when we talk about self-care, a lot of people think we're talking about the expense of going out and splurging on yourself. And some of us, we're not even there, right, yet to the point to splurge on superficial things.
Come on.
We hadn't even health and wellness and mental health and depression is real big.
Yes.
It's a big word, and it has so many avenues. But we think it's the superficial things to say, oh, I'm gonna do self-care, and sometimes it's right at home. It's the things we do on a daily basis that
Simple things.
shows that we care about ourselves, right? What we're putting in our bodies, and what we expect to get out, and it don't match sometimes. And so yeah. So I just wanted to touch on that also, because that's very true. We do have to care about ourselves, and again, guys, if you come out, sometimes we have to realize too, and I want to touch on, we want to see as many men as women. Sometimes we hear healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And we say, oh, that's a women's eat. No, it's for everybody.
Right.
It's for everybody. I'm talking, bring your children.
Right.
I know we as children, we grow up and, hey, we're good, get back up, and we get over a lot of things, but there's some things we don't. And sometimes that physical is tied to mental.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And so many times when it comes to health and wellness, especially the physical part,
Yes.
we'll focus on trying to lose weight, eating better, and this and that, and you're trying to focus on all of these physical things, but you got to get rid of the mental weight
Well, let me-
sometimes first.
Let me tell you that, and that goes into, I'll use my personal, as for me, I at one point I lost 50 pounds, right? And mentally, I still couldn't wear what I thought I wanted to wear
Wow.
because my mental.
That barrier.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't know that, what do they call it? Body dysphoria was a thing. I did not know that. I thought, I'm losing 50 pounds, I'll be good, right? And I needed to start. That's why I said sometimes we think, oh, the superficial things. I lose weight, I can buy what I want, wear what I want, I feel better, and I look better in it. But mentally, I didn't. So it erased all of that.
Because that was external.
That external, all of that. So I had to start somewhere else, right? And that's that mental health and all the things that we do need to focus on as a community.
Change starts within.
Yes.
And transforming our mind until we get with, just like I say, we appear well
All
on
the
the
time.
outside, but we're not whole within.
Yes.
There's some a lack of nourishment, as I can say, and we're not getting it. We're deficient within.
Yes.
But we can appear outside with makeup, the nice clothes, the hair, the glam, the fancy.
Yes.
It is, but within.
And in our community, we hear it all the time. Thank God I don't look like what I've been through, right? And our people related to physical, and that is the truth. Physically, we might not, but that inside, it don't even look the same.
And see, that's the thing about the inside. When we're stressing and we're not managing it properly, it's going to affect us so that it will come to the forefront.
Yeah, it will.
Those internal struggles will come to the forefront.
They show up.
Definitely.
They show up in your personality. They show up in your word. It shows up in your behavior. They show up when you show up in a room and you see someone doing something and you frown your face. Come on now.
Stress will kill you.
No, you're right. Because we might have to a little bit.
But that's a good thing you were saying, and you can get right back to it. But I want to make this why I got this thought. Embracing yourself is so important.
It is.
And Jackie talks about that throughout her book, especially for women. More for women than men, But I come to know that men, we have to embrace ourselves too as we age and things change. Things change. We don't have the power that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? And those things change, but we have to embrace that. And we can't try to lean on external things that's gonna, put makeup on it or put a certain type of dress or pair of pants on that covers it up temporarily. But no, we gotta know that, hey, I'm aging, I have my health, I'm feeling good, I have a relationship with Jesus Christ. So I have to embrace who I am, and glorify where I'm at.
Yes.
And God will take me to my next level as I age. But I have to embrace those seasons of my life as I age. And then I think that helps with the mental part of it.
And make the necessary adjustments. I think the problem is, so with women more so than we don't want to age. But it's inevitable. We're going to age. Things are going to change. They're going to feel different. They're going to look different. Over 37 years teaching aerobics, personal training. It was hard to tell my body I couldn't do it anymore. My mind had to change mentally. I'm telling you, going through menopause is no joke. It's real. She is real. She is real. And so we got to adjust it. We got to modify. We got to tweak some things in our diet. We have to, change up the way we think, because my coach is saying every cell eavesdrops on your thoughts and your words. So if it's doing that, I'm going to speak positive things. Because if you're listening to it, I'm going to speak positive things to it and not negative things, because we have what we say. So we have to watch the power of that tongue.
That's so important.
When we're speaking. But yes, but health, all that is just wellness.
And I wanted to mention
this last 5 minutes.
I wanted to mention a couple of things, because there's two things I wanted to mention about the health fair that we've got going on. One is that we've got, like I said, the Sit and Fit for exercise, and that's going to work the whole audience.
Awesome.
Because we got 3 people. One is doing Sit and Fit, one is doing aerobics, and one is doing yoga from the stage. So it interacts the whole audience.
That's good.
And then we also have the line dancers coming.
Yes.
Oh man,
You know, we
that-
love line dance.
Neos
took
of
the-
Augusta,
yeah.
Soul Sliders. Neos
yeah,
of Augusta.
that took the show last time. I mean,
We love that.
Keep
I mean, because
moving
it's
that
about
body.
moving. It's about
That's what it's
moving.
about.
It's about moving.
And exercise is a part of health.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
and that's what we got so important. And one of the things I'm really happy about is that we got the senior citizens coming. I rolled out an initiative where we've got the senior citizens from senior citizen retirement homes all over Augusta and in South Carolina that are coming. We've got Pruitt and St. John's Towers and Brandon Wiles. So the activities director will be bringing the seniors on their buses and vans to the health fair. And if you're out there and you are part of a personal care home that has 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 seniors, or if you're another senior citizen retirement home, you can reach out to us. Can I give a number?
Yes,
You can give me a call at 706-294-1152. Reach out to me as soon as you can so we can make arrangements to have you come to the health fair. We want to love on you. We want to be happy that you come because the seniors are very important.
Right.
Because what I used to do, because I used to, like I said, write and producing stage plays, and we've been touring the Southeast. What we've been doing is going to senior citizens retirement homes and doing part of our skits of our plays for the seniors. They love it. We love to see them because a lot of the seniors in these retirement homes, they don't have visitors. And they're just sitting there.
People
That's good, man.
tend
And
to
it's so
forget
sad that, they don't come out. So we want them to come. We want to love on them. We want to give them free resources, talk to them. We got screenings, we got vendors, we got food, all kinds of stuff. We have volunteers that will help the activities director so they can navigate the facility together. We got parking directors out front so we can get the vans and buses to come up to the door so we can help you come in as a group. We definitely want more seniors to take advantage of this because that's what it's about.
And
Getting
you're providing
older.
transportation.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of the senior citizen retirement homes have buses and vans. So just give us a call. We can, expect your arrival. And
Give them that number again.
the number is 706-294-1152.
And the purpose of that.
And it's for like I said, the Senior Citizens Committee, so that we can invite you to our health fair and just hug you, show that we appreciate you, show that we love you, and we want to support you with all the resources of this health fair we have.
Now, Mike, you mentioned it a little bit about $1 at a time production where you do
Yes.
plays. Let's just talk about
Yes.
that very briefly so people know that you do that also.
Yes. I started basically many years ago with my book out of Atlanta. In 1995, God laid something on my heart about economic empowerment in the black community. I'm in Atlanta thinking that, we got all this money. We can come together $1 at a time and do something positive in our community. I attempted a movement in 1996, the whole year, $1 at a time, speaking on radio, TV, print all year long to raise $1 million. We unfortunately didn't raise $1 million. But I kept a daily journal of what we were doing the whole year. And someone told me to put it into a book. Never written a book before. But I put it into a book and did a book tour from 2000, 2001. And someone came up to me and said, I love your book, but have you ever thought about writing a play? Because black folks don't read. Oh, I hated hearing that.
No,
But
that's not true.
that was, I believe, an angel telling me what my next purpose was. And I took the book and turned it into a stage play, came to Augusta in 2002, and sold out my very first show. Never Again, The Mental Conditioning of Slavery. And that's been the high I've been chasing ever since. And we toured from 2002 to 2018, and COVID came, so I transitioned, and someone said, you need to put your stuff online. So I was like, yeah, okay. So Never Again became a movie. Launched it in 2022. 20 years later, from Never Again in 2002 became a movie in 2022. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got another movie out. I'm filming it. We're continually moving with that production. And the health fair is my nonprofit organization that I really always wanted to do. So
Right. Awesome.
Praise God.
So yeah,
Praise God.
time is not our friend right now. Now, Whitney, I heard you mention something
Okay.
about something you do. So just
Yes.
briefly
Oh,
tell us what you
okay.
do.
So Sweet 16, it's more of a business networking. The idea, real briefly, is if I can't help you, I can get you to somebody who can. And I want to create a community for business owners coming up. A lot of times we are the first business owners in our family. And so when we talk about all those things that surround health and wealth, sometimes we need, as you say, those resources for all things to get us where we're trying to get to. You can find me at sweet16.com, and you can follow me on Facebook for more information. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we thank you guys. We, down to the wire.
Yes.
So we really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes.
Awesome conversation.
Thank you.
We can continue
I know.
this conversation, even more.
Yes.
So they think so. We are probably, have probably reach out to Whitney and kind of have her on my podcast, and
Sounds
we can
great.
have let's have that conversation.
Oh, yes. Because
That's-
listen, one thing you said before we wrap up, I am in my 30s, and you said how menopause. Nobody told me about perimenopause.
Yes.
Look into it, ladies.
Yes.
In
And
your
we can-
30s, let's look into it.
Yes.
It's something we need.
So let's make a date.
Okay.
Let's podcast on that.
Yes,
and so let's
ma'am.
talk about that. Because we need to address that. We need to bring awareness of that because
Yes.
the Bible said the older ones should teach the younger ones. in
Yes.
Titus. And so we need to bring awareness to that to our younger generation. Because I didn't have anybody. Only thing I heard is about the change of life. I didn't hear about
Yeah.
nothing else.
The
So
ins and
now
outs. Yeah.
that we are more aware of it. Let's
Exactly.
have more conversation
Mhm.
about these topics so we can better help and navigate the younger ones through
Yes.
this process. We all need each other. We all need
do.
to build on one another. We all need to do that. We don't need to be hating on each other, comparing ourselves with one another, and we need to be helping each other.
Yes.
We all have work to do. If we all doing the same thing,
It's gotta
who's
go.
doing the other stuff?
It's gotta.
You
Yeah, it's
know
gotta.
who you are, what's your assignment, and who's assigned to you,
That's right.
and
Yes.
just focus on that and
Mhm.
keep focus.
Yeah.
Keep that focus, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
But we want to one day get rid of that stigma and just
Oh, we will.
start unity.
We will.
It's about unity.
We
It's
will.
about unity.
Yes.
And that's what it's about. I'm big on unity and collaboration, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we have to do more of it. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
all
do
right.
more of it.
This has been great, y'all. This has been good.
Right.
Again, just want to let you know what Mike is doing on October 11th, which is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center, formerly known as Murphy Middle School Gym. It's going to be located at 2610 Milledgeville Road in Augusta, Georgia. All right, make sure you're there. October 11th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. guys. All right, so we want you to stay tuned for the Concerned Ministers Fellowship. You Matter with Pastor Bush. Since Sister Sean's coming up with Saturdays with Sean at 10 a.m. And then Midday Motivations with Alicia G. and the New Artist Profile with Tony D. at 6 p.m. So many programs coming up for our weekly broadcast. I want you to also tune in for those also.
Okay, guys, we all like to thank you for listening to Help Matters here on Shout
Thank you.
94.7, the voice of the gospel truth. We always remember we're here to help you to become a better you, to be the best you that you can be. Remember, guys, always sow and show an act of kindness to someone, because you never know when that act of kindness may have to extend back to you. We like to leave you with 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Guys, you be safe out there, CSRS, and just get your rain gear. But we love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. See you later.